So Ubisoft revealed their Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync gameplay, and I'll be honest, it looks fantastic. And when I saw the live stream for the first time, I was already sold. The game looks absolutely very beautiful, and the amount of detail have been put in the game is actually very impressive. But before I say it more, I want to thank you to Ubisoft for providing this gift, which helps me to share the exclusive footage with you all. So a lot of the things have been changing and implementing new things in the new game of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync compared to the original one. And looking at the reveal trailer, it looks very promising. Looks like the Ubisoft is really putting a work in the game. So the original game was released on 2013, where the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync will be released on July 9, 2026. So there is total 13 year of gap difference between these two games. The original game was made from Anvil Next engine, which was also used in Assassin's Creed 3 and AC Rogue, which I played both of the games, and where the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync will be made with the current gen engine of the Anvil, which we have already seen from the games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and the last was Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is why we can notice the visual are pretty different from the original Black Flag, which can be clearly seen in the environment structures, streets, and other world event details, even the character models, where everything looks brighter and clear, where the original game has a little bit of dark and gritty on the character model face. For environment, everything looks bright and colorful, filled with more details, which will bring more life to each cities like NASA, Havana, or Kingston. The combat of the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync won't be RPG based, it will be faithful to the original. It is also very impressive to see that they try to keep the same flow of the combat of the original in this new engine system, where the combat is now even more faster compared to the original, but the combat animation does feel like Valhalla's Shadows or Mirage, but the way the Edward moves in this combat is definitely has been improved in this game from the RPG series. And like in older games, we can take out 10 guards, 15 guards all at once. It seems like in this combat system, we can do the same thing in Resynced. The parkour movements also have been revised in this game, where certain movements which can be done in the older Assassin's Creed game from AC1 to Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which have been removed from the RPG system from Origins to Assassin's Creed Shadows like Valhalla, Mirage, or AC. We are able to do the certain movement because of the post-launch content of Mirage and Shadows. Ejects are the major addition to the manual input to let Edward to leap to the side or straight back of a wall to more easily reach ledges that are normally difficult and impossible to climb to base on where he is standing. Mastering these parkour movements will make your free running a lot cooler and better express yourself in the gameplay. Devs are also aware of the worst situation of the original Black Flag was the tailing missions. What was happening in the original was that whenever you get detected, it was desynchronized and you have to start over again. In Resync, this has been addressed, where the tailing mission, if they got caught, you will be in combat situation and you have to get through the combat, or you can relocate them again through climbing at a tower. And now for stealth, a crouch movement has been added in the Resync, where in the older games before Unity, there was no crouch system. The older protagonists may able to crouch when they were in bushes, but the manual crouch was added from AC Unity till AC Shadows. In Resync, now Edward Kenway can crouch any time, much like every other protagonist of Assassin's Creed since Unity, like Arno. This makes things easier for him to hide behind certain terrain and move stealthily through environments, which was not possible in the original game, Black Flag. For the naval combat, everything will be very similar to the original, but they are also including a new alternate fire mode for every weapon type, which will have more power and more fire to deal more damage to the ship. And for the naval exploration, all of the side activities from the original will be back in the game of the Resync, like capturing fort raids, boarding ships, diving under the water, everything. But we haven't seen about hunting shark, but maybe that part will be shown later on. We don't know. 3 new characters are being added in the Black Flag story. Their names are Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Tobias Deadman Smith. Each of these 3 fulfills a function on the Jackdaw. and recruiting them will have a different perks for the jackdaw. And these three characters will also have their own story arcs, which will reveal their unique narrative backstory. Along with it, we can also appoint a new pet in our jackdaw, like a monkey or a furry friend cat. So Assassin's Creed Black Flag Racing will be totally a single player experience, no multiplayer this time. We know that in original there was a multiplayer, but I couldn't talk much about it because I have never played the multiplayer. So this time it will be totally a new and fresh single player experience for the old and new players. After watching the dev interview, I understand that there will be a little bit of changes in the modern day missions. We don't know how much it will change, but they have made some little changes in it. And so we have to wait and see what were the changes have been made in the modern day missions. But it will be a lot different than the original one, that is for sure. Alright, that's it for today in this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and you love the game very much as I do. There will be more Assassin's Creed Black Flag Racing videos, so stay tuned. And I also want to thank you to everyone who watched the video till the end. And I also want to thank you to Ubisoft for providing this gift. Okay, bye bye. See ya. Have a good day.